Hey guys, girls, and those who are still undecided, it's your boy, aka Alan Fro, aka C West, which is the YouTube channel you're watching it on. I'm here to bring you guys a team building video. This was requested by me by a friend of mine, saying that I should show people how I team build or give them a team building tutorial. I'm not claiming that I'm the best at battling, because I'm really not. I'm ass. Ask anyone about it, they'll tell you I'm ass. But anyways, I think I can make a pretty good team, is what I'm trying to say. So this team is a team that I made a while ago. It's my most recent team, actually, that revolves around a Gengar that kills walls and a Diggersby, just because Diggersby though. Anyways, this team that I made, I've tested it out and play tested it, and it works pretty well for the most part. Now, what you see from this team is that everything basically has symmetry, and what I mean by that is everything that this team has a weakness to for each individual Pokemon, like how Gengar, I should say, is weak to Ghost, Psychic, Dark. All those weaknesses can be checked by their other mons on this team. Like Ghost is checked by Diggers because it's normal. Scarm Scarm checks a Psychic weakness, and Clefable checks his Dark weakness. Also from this team, you'll tell that I have two physical hard hitters and a special hitter in Mega Manectric. Yes, the Manectric is Mega. I'll go over the EVs and moveset once I get to them. But just explaining it for you. The team right now, and Scarm and Clefable are both walls. Clefable is more of a support, though, than an actual wall. And Scarm is Hazard Setter / wall. Annoying Scarm, the Scarm that's a pain in the ass to kill. Anyways, let's get over the movesets for each Pokemon. Start off with Gengar, the ace of the team, the Pokemon I built this team around. Give it Black Sludge, because it's part poison. It's like leftovers. Levitate, because it's the only ability it has. Then I give it the moves Mean Look, to make sure that if a wall gets in there, like a Chansey or Blissey or Ferrothorn, something that's just really annoying, I trap it. Then I have Perish Song to make sure it dies in 3 turns and they can't switch. Sub, I'm still don't know if I want to switch out for something else, maybe Taunt or something. Still not decided on it yet, but it has worked for me well, so I'll keep it. And then I have Destiny Bound for all those sweepers, the bulky sweepers like Conkeldurr or Dragonite or Excadrill, things that are like really bulky and hit hard that could do damage to my team. I just Destiny Bond on it and then it dies. So they're out of my hair, or my afro, I should say. Ha! On base HP, 248, 8 in Spadef, 252 in speed, run the Tip of Nature. Just copy the Smogon set, which it gives you right here. Next Pokemon on this is Diggersby. Diggersby's EVs are a bit different. I don't follow the Smogon set for this one because this is my own EV spread for it, which is as you can see, 224 in HP, 252 in attack, and 32 in speed, which gives me 200 speed, which makes me outspeed some of the slower things that would try to will-o-wisp me or seed up on me or something of that nature. That I can get up, that I can like give them an EQ and give them some damage, or a Swords Dance on them, something. As for the item is a Focus Sash, as you can tell, to make sure I don't die in one hit from something else, like Greninja or something. So I think if I have a Greninja at half health and I get a +2 off, a Quick Attack will kill it. Huge power, because it's the only thing that you can really run that's viable on Diggersby. Moves, EQ, Return, SD, and Quick Attack. Okay. Next we have Scarm. Scarm, the annoying Scarm, Rocky Helmet with Sturdy. Moves are Stealth Rocks, Roost, Spikes, and Drill Peck. Now you're probably wondering why Drill Peck and not something like Defog or Whirlwind. For most of my Pokemon, even if they're walls, I like to keep one attack and move on them just in case. And because Skarmory checks Mega Medicham and Mega Pinsir really well, a Drill Peck will actually do some damage to them. Now I could run Brave Bird in the spot, but I don't like the added recoil it gives me, which makes my health go lower. It makes it harder for me to roost on something like that can hit hard like a Mega Medicham. So I roost, it'll Drain Punch, and then it'll get them like Oko me, I believe. So the EV spread is actually different. It's 248 in HP. I just put at 333 because I like the numbers, to be honest. I like that series of numbers. I know, very viable reasoning. Defense, I have 8 with a plus defense nature, like impish. Impish is the preferred nature, I believe, due to smoke onset. And I run 252 in special defense, just for the reason being that I like to make sure my SPDEF, that Skarmory is bulky, that it can take some special, that it can take some hits on the special side that aren't effective to it, that aren't really super effective to it, like a surf or something. What else could it possibly take? Like a grass knot, Giga, like something along those lines. I'm not going to leave it in on like a Heatran, Mega Manectric, or a Charizard that has a fire type move, just because I'm not an idiot and I don't want Skarmory to die. Next, we have Mega Manectric, Lightning Rod as its ability. EV spread simple, just hit the button, boom, there you go. With the moves, Flamethrower to take out Ferrothorn and other pesky steel types and grass types for that matter. HP Ice for those pesky ground types, because you know that's the only thing that can hit Manectric. And then you have T-Bolt for your reliable stab that hurts pretty much everything. Everything for the most part does not want to take a stab T-Bolt off a Mega Manectric. The fourth move I have is Protect and not Volt Switch. Now this is all up to you. I prefer Protect just to see if a Pokemon that has no business to switch in on Manectric. Rewind. That Pokemon who has no reason to switch on Manectric because it could probably die from one of my stab moves, but switches in anyway. I protect them just to see what it will have to hit me with. Because most of the times, if something comes in on you that you can easily kill with that Pokemon, it's probably either Scarfed. It's probably Scarfed that has something to hit you with, which is a big no-no for Manectric. So that's why I run Protect and not Volt Switch. But by all means, you can run Volt Switch or you can run something else. Like, I don't know. You could run something. You get the idea. Something. Maybe run a different hidden power or something. Anyways, next we got Gyarados, Bulkydos, whatever you want to call it. Lefties, Intimidate, Sub, DD, Waterfall, Ice Fang. You could switch out Ice Fang for like Bounce, just so you could have for Bounce, just because you could have a dual stab, or you could switch it out for like Earthquake if electric types really bother you. But to be completely honest, you shouldn't be staying in on electric type anyway with Gyarados, just for the reason it will probably OHKO you. Stone Edge, I guess you could if you wanted to stop like a Togekiss or something, like some flying type. But I just prefer to have Ice Fang for dragon types like Dragonite, Latias and Latios, Chomp. Just it gives me a good reason to hit them, and it's good on coverage. Also for pesky grass types as well, like Breloom, that chill. My EVs are pretty different. These are my custom-made EVs. Feel free to take them if you want. Saying like it's actually going to help you out, but just saying. 248 in HP gives me an odd HP number, which means I can survive, which means I take less damage upon Stealth Rock switching. Note that any flying type or a type weak to rocks, you always want to run an odd HP number on it to reduce the damage of how much you take, and adds in an extra switching. So like if you had regular HP Gyarados, you can only switch in 3 times on rocks before you die. Since I have odd HP number, I can switch in 4 times and still live. Now I have a 108 in attack that gives me a solid 313 in attack. You don't really need to max out the attack of Gyarados since it's already base 125, and plus you have Dragon Dance on, so the attack is going to increase anyways. But by all means, if you want to, you can max out the attack and then run like whatever you want. I put a bit in defense just to make it harder for Gyarados to die, seeing how the only things that can actually hit it are electric types and rock types. For super effective damage, that is. I can't think of any other type that hits it for super effective. But if I'm wrong, correct me on it. And then I run the rest in speed, which is 88, and then I run a Jolly Nature to increase my speed. I make sure that it's above base 100 just for the reason being that I can sub up with something that's less than base 100 that might want to T-wave me or burn me or something. I can sub up, get a Dragon Dance as a switch, and then when the opposing Pokemon comes in, if it's not that big of a threat, I can Dragon Dance again, get the +2, and then proceed to sweep some teams with it. My last and final poke is a Clefable, which is Trusty's favorite Pokemon. Anyone who's in the video game chat room knows who Trusty is. Simple, leftovers, Magic Guard, Calm Mind, Heal Bell, Moonblast, and Soft Boiled. This is support Clefable, not aggressive, attacking, sweeping Clefable, which would have Flamethrower instead of Heal Bell at this spot. EVs is simple, 252 in HP, 252 in defense, 4 in attack. Just hit the Smogon thing again, that will give you a great set. It'll give you great EVs. Smogon EVs usually help out a lot, and they're easy to follow. For any of you who are new and still team building, just trust them, they'll have your back for the most part. And yeah, that's basically the team. For every Pokemon you want to have an attacking move, even your walls, just for the reason being that if you come up against stall, it'll be good to have something to actually hit and hurt them, along with you trying to wall their stall. I know it sounds weird to say wall their stall, and it seems almost impossible, but it helps. Yeah, this is it. This is part 1 of the team building. Part 2, I'll actually make a team. Don't know what tier it's going to be in, but I'll make the team, and then I'll go through and battle with it. I'll ladder with it until I'm done with it, and then at the end I'll say and then you'll see whether the team is good or not. This team, to me, I think is fairly good. Cause anything that this team is weak to, for each mon individual, I have a mon to check his weakness. Clefable, weak to poison and steel. Skarmory. Gyarados, weak to electric. Manectric. And Diggersby. Manectric's weak to ground. Skarm, Gengar, and Gyarados. Diggersby's weak to freaking water, grass, fighting, and ghost. Well, it can't touch ghost, it's not weak to it, but Skarmory and Clefable check fighting. Gyarados checks his water and grass types. And as for ghost, which could cause this team some trouble, you can pretty much kill any other ghost out in the OU tier with one of these other Pokemon that I have to offer. Anyways, like I said, part 2 will be coming up where I make a team and actually ladder with it. Thank you guys for watching. This is Edgar Alvafro, aka C West. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. But be sure to share this with your friends. I'm trying to get started with this YouTube thing. I'm going to take it one day at a time and see how far it goes. But thanks anyways. This is Edgar Alvafro signing off. Peace!